haters gon' hate anyway, man.
Subscribe to the
This
channel,
In the Lab Live. Used to bake pies. Now I'm on YouTube on In the Lab Live. Hit the like button, yeah. Go ahead, subscribe. Ain't no telling what you see. It's gonna be a long ride. Better open up your eyes. Cause we be in the bitch till 7 in the morning. Coffee in one hand and the sweet got me zoning. Blocking all the haters. Shout out my moderators. They make the show greater. Main reason why we made it. So up on the top, I can't see the ground. Got these niggas mad. They love when I was down. Now nigga up, and they can't tell me shit. Shout out to Scale Gang and all my people in this bitch. I got haters, I got friends, I got product, I got ends. If I ever get a plaque, I know they gon' hate me then. Still rolling in that lag slow, hotter than Tabasco. Don't matter what you buying, I can get you what you ask for. Hottest in the streets, yeah, these niggas can't compete. We be grinding while they sleep, yeah, 7 days a week. I ain't tripping on the docks, telling niggas come box. Right, knock them out of socks, boy, you must be smoking rocks. Hey!
This In the Lab Live, man. Subscribe to the channel, man.
Destinations on y'all real quick. I was most definitely talking about the Mo3 case. It's a lot going on within this whole situation when it comes down to the Mo3 stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's coming from over there. And I got the Drop TV. I was finna get off, but then they just started talking about this Mo3 case, and it just basically kept me on here for a little bit longer. I think I need another cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? I need to refresh. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? She most definitely got hers. You know what I'm saying? Cold coffee on deck.
We can do it in a minute, okay? I'll give you a timestamp. We'll do it in a minute, okay? Okay.
Mama.
Well, baby. Okay. Put that back in there. Hold on. I'm live, baby. I'm sorry.
Turn your camera off if you need to. I need to get this set up anyway real quick. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hold on, y'all. I got some things gotta do over here real fast. Okay, the wrong one. Hold on. God, dog. Let me go do what I gotta do over here real quick, and we get right back into where we was at. Talking about this Mo3 thing. They was talking about the Julio Fulio case. It was a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was some pretty good content, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, might as well put it on the content channel. Hold on. I'm getting back over here where y'all at. I need to pin this link real quick. Make sure that y'all conduct yourself accordingly. If y'all decide to hit the link, whoever decides to hit the link, you know what I'm saying? We are on the monetized channel, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't as free as we once were, over there on I got the drop. Hold on real quick. Let me see if I'm gonna be able to do it from over here. Hold on. Okay, hold up. Pin this. All right. You know what I'm saying? So we got some new developments going on in the Mo3 situation, the Mo3 case. I most definitely checked out Josh and them over there. They most definitely dropped some interesting things that were going on within the Mo3 case as far as things that have been filed by Yella Beezy. I'll make a thumbnail and all that stuff later, you know what I'm saying? But they did a whole live over there about Yella Beezy basically subpoenaing even more records from Keyone White. Not Keyone White, but from Jose Bodega, you know what I'm saying? To where he is digging further into Jose's Bodega's things that he was saying on jail calls and things of that nature while he was locked up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Basically trying to get more info on Jose Bodega. Gigi feels like, that was a attempt to basically try and give maybe the police a point in the right direction, do a little bit of snitching without actually snitching, by inquiring about so much about Jose Bodega and what he had to say, basically making it a thing where it's like, hold on, why is he digging into all of these, things going on with Bodega? Did could Bodega possibly play a part in all of this, since Yella Beezy is asphyxiated, on Jose Bodega, basically implicating him as having something to do with all this. People have strongly felt that way for a long time. I remember Rainwater most definitely said that he felt like at one point in time. No F-bombs. Absolutely, Caesar. Yeah, no F-bombs. Conduct yourself accordingly. You know what I'm saying? We is most definitely over here on the monetized channel. But yeah, man, basically, people have Rainwater most definitely said a long time ago that he felt like, that Jose Bodega had something to do with all of this. And you remember the snitching allegations that came out about Jose Bodega, where he was saying, well, if I'm a rat, I'm a hood rat or something like that, or a paid rat or something like that. But it's most definitely looking like, the signs are pointing to him of doing some form of talking, according to Yella Beezy and the paperwork, that's being put out right now. Another thing that I was made aware of was that the trial has most definitely been pushed back from November, guys. They have basically set it up for February. I think they said like the 7th or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. In that, from what I hear is that there are going to be music videos played in Mo3's trial, as well as some content creators, aka Mr. Lawton, some of his videos and things of that nature being pulled into court, guys. And I heard that from Ratchet. I don't know how true it is, but Ratchet most definitely pulled up some paperwork on his screen and most definitely made it a thing. Let me see if I can contact this one person that was telling me that they had paperwork as well, and see if they're available to come up here real quick as well, so we can give it the rundown. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see what they doing. I'm gonna hit them up. Maybe they'll hit me back. Half a second real quick while I get it together. Just kind of spur of the moment thing. I was just gonna wait till later on to do it, but since they were so interested in talking about what was going on, I decided to go ahead and bring it over here, and we'll just do it right now. Grab a super chat or a super sticker to support the channel. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Amazing. Tell them, man, you know what I'm saying? Cop a membership, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, do something. We ain't been over here in a minute. I've been giving y'all all y'all can handle. I got the Drop TV, you know what I'm saying? So most definitely, make sure you support the monetized channel that's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Show up over here like you show up over there. I'm just saying though. But I'm waiting on her to see if she's gonna hit me back. But let's go here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that they don't mind it. We'll just kick it off.
Who you waiting on?
Huh?
What? Who you say you waiting on?
Actually, is Madam O. I had been talking to her about, she hit me up talking about some Mo3 content. I had been hitting her up, and we hadn't been able to do it. So I'm seeing if she's available right now, because she was saying that she got paperwork on the Mo3 case as well. Some new paperwork that we may not have seen.
Okay.
All right, hold on real quick. Let me go over here, because we can most definitely do this. And to kind of give y'all, the rundown of what I was saying about, oh man, okay, it's tomorrow. Okay, the rundown on what I was saying was going on with Bodega, because Josh and CB most definitely dug off into it the other day. Hold on, let me see if I see it. It would be this one, I think. Nah, this ain't it. This one ain't it. This one is it. This one is it, I think. Yeah, this one is it, I think. No, this one ain't it. What they do? What y'all do with it? Where Josh and them at? Go ask them what the hell they did with it. Why I don't see it now? I know god dang well I seen them the other day. They was over here, doing a thing on Bodega and Keyone. I mean, Yella Beezy. Let me see if this one is it. No, because it's playing Mr. Lawton, and they ain't had nothing. That with nothing to do with Lawton. Gee, why I can't find the video? Did they take it down?
They don't have practice today.
Oh, here you go. I found it. We in there. We in there. Shout out to Room 901. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, right here. I finally found it. Shout out to Josh now. All right, so y'all make sure y'all drop Josh and them link in the chat, man. You know, because this is where this first content that I'm about to play for y'all is coming from. Josh and them over there. They most definitely gave us updates on what's going on with Bodega and Yella Beezy. Shout out to that 20-piece from Snapping Turtle. Actually, I think his attorneys are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. This is a capital unaliving trial. They better go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? Or could they be pointing the finger? Nika, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Could this be held as a form of snitching without snitching, you know, by bringing up everything that's going on, you know, and basically digging so far into Jose Bodega? Things that he got going on and nobody else's. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really hear him looking for nobody else stuff besides Bodega. You know what I'm saying? Bodega, you know, the whole time. Hold on real quick. Let me set this up. Y'all know I got it. Y'all know how I do over here. Let me get it right.
Bodega has got to be a key piece to this case, because from day one, that's all he's been talking about is Bodega. Let's look at Bodega's records. What did Bodega say? And then you got Bodega going on his Facebook talking about he's not the snitch and this, that, and the third. So, yeah, I feel like he has his hand in this as well. Because if you don't know nothing, Yella Beezy, and you're not a part of this at all, and you're innocent, then why are you talking about Bodega? How do you know anything about Bodega?
Absolutely. It got to be something with Bodega, because if you weren't looking at Bodega and you were looking to, you know what I'm saying, you had no idea that he had nothing to do with nothing, you know, and then one of the people that you have on it, you know what I'm saying, goes to all of a sudden because submitting all this paperwork, you know, wanting all these records, this, that, and the third. If he had nothing to do with it, wouldn't you start to figure, like, why would they be doing this? You know what I'm saying? Why is this guy just basically saying, yeah, let me get Jose Bodega phone number, I need his house number, I need everything that's going on with Bodega, and not really nobody else? You know what I'm saying? He's only inquiring so much into this one person. It's almost like pointing the finger without pointing the finger. When it comes to this, it's gonna make your
shooter.
It's gonna make your suspicion go up. Yeah, real talk. I would think so. You know what I'm saying? I would think so. But here go a little bit of. Go ahead, Gigi. I didn't know you want to say something. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. My bad. I just was gonna say, Rain had already let it be known. This is what Rain said, that Bodega was the shooter. Bodega was the one that did that to 3. This is what Rain is saying, and we know he ain't always, you know, right, or we know he lie a lot. But he also put Bodega's name in it before Yella even put Bodega's name in it. So, again, Bodega know something about something. Not Bodega, but Yella knows something about something. Because, like I said, him keep going after Bodega. It's almost like, I didn't do it, but let me point you in the direction to the nigga who did. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Let me give y'all a little bit of something to go on. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all gonna be wondering, why am I digging into these records? You know, it's gonna raise y'all antennas. You feel me? It's gonna raise y'all antennas. It's almost like, why, man? On 2-3 different occasions, you want to pull this guy's record, and he don't even got nothing to do with this. He ain't said his name not one time, but all of a sudden, one of our key people that we suspect of doing something is looking into this other person like they could have been accomplices or something. You know what I'm saying? What part did he play? Type situation. So he paid Bodega. He's still guilty. All right, Derek. Bodega is not the unaliver. Well, you know, everybody's
that's just what Rain said. You know.
Yeah,
so let me say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But Rainwater did most definitely implicate, you know, Bodega as being a part of it a long time ago. And that is not no cap. You know what I'm saying? He most definitely said it out his mouth. Whether you thought he was trolling or whatever the case may be, he said it. So whether you think he was trolling or not, you can't take away the fact that he most definitely said this man's name in the beginning. And now, you know, you got Yella Beezy digging into this guy's background. You know what I'm saying? That ain't allegedly either. Because here go the proof.
Credit the messenger, Bodega, and the prosecution is trying to make the messenger the hero. That's the real chess match. There go y'all legal chess, y'all.
So there you go. You know what I'm saying? From CB and Josh, man, it's most definitely not a myth that they are digging into Jose Bodega's background, you know, basically trying to implicate him into some form or something to have to do with the Mo3 situation, guys. So what, Bodega is the one who brought the boys in? Maybe so. Maybe so. Gigi, you back yet?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep,
so did you listen to it? Did you hear what they were saying? What you think about it?
I listened to it. I had some shit I had to do. But yeah, I mean, I could pretty much, you know, just imagine what they said, to guess what they said about it. Yeah. And I, you know, I've been saying this from day one, you know, about Bodega. I think Bodega is the guy that's giving up the information. I think he's the one that's telling. Bodega was in prison and Bodega got out early. They said for medical reasons. Let me tell you something. Prison don't care nothing about medical reasons. You understand? They are not releasing you early unless you are damn near on your deathbed. Ask me how I know. When I was locked up, a lady had cancer. They lied to her about having cancer and told her she had a parasite that was, you know, eating up her insides. The whole time she had cancer. But they let her out 6 months before she died. They don't care nothing about you having no type of illness. They don't care. You barely get to the doctor. You barely get to the hospital. They don't give a damn. Like you gotta literally be dying in their face. You know, so I just feel like that man is doing a whole lot of talking. And that is the reason why his ass is out. Like that's the reason why Beasley got implicated and Jerry got implicated.
Remember where we at. That's why. That's how his butt got. You know what I'm saying? We remember where we at.
What you mean? Remember where we at?
We on Interlab Live. You can cuss about 3 times in a row.
Did I?
Yes, you did. Without even
knowing it. I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
You good? You good?
Yeah. So, but my bad. Hey, I just feel like that's the reason why Jerry and Yella was implicated, because around the time that this nigga get out, that's around the time they get picked up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And then that goes along with what I've been saying as well. Like a guilty conscience is hell on you, right? You know, so when Yella got picked up, you know, he knows the people that he talked to. He knows the people that could basically implicate him if he had really anything to do with it. So once he got picked up, you know, those gears get to turning like, man, it wasn't nobody there but me, Bodega, and Trap Boy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Trap ain't gonna say, man, let me dig into this other nigga that was sitting right there, which is Bodega. Type thing. I think that, you know, that could be part of it as well, because when you get jammed up for certain situations and you know who you was around and you know who you done told, you know, it only makes sense to go check out those people.
Because from shit like that, you're not finna tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? This, you know, you getting caught and shit like that. So you really don't need to tell nobody. You really don't need to. That's some shit where you take that shit to the grave with you. No bragging, no telling nobody, none of that shit. You take that shit to the GRAVE. You hear me?
You take that stuff to the grave.
Niggas will cut their time short. And what they say, why do 10 when you can send a friend? When you can tell on a friend.
That's most definitely what they say as well. You know what I'm saying? Why go to the pen when you can tell on a friend? Man, that's cold blooded. That's cold blooded, man. It is most definitely cold blooded, man.
Because all them niggas was out together. They all was kicking it in videos together, GRC'd up, and you know what I'm saying?
The PMG with him and Bodega, and it's just like Josh said, I thought y'all was the best of homeboys. Now look at it. You know what I'm saying? Now look at it. And it just made him even more suspicious.
The top dogs too.
Absolutely. More suspicious that he digging into Bodega more than anybody else in this case. He's
subpoenaed anybody else.
Yes, he's everything Bodega. Bodega.
He not worried about Trap.
Nope.
He not worried about Jerry.
Nope.
He ain't worried about Keywan.
Nope.
He ain't worried about Devin. That
Nope.
nigga is worried about this nigga.
Bodega. He is
And
definitely worried
Bodega,
about him.
yes, absolutely. And Bodega's on there trying to defend his name on Facebook, talking about he ain't no snitch. Well, damn, that came out the blue.
He said
You
he
ain't
said he
posting
ain't
and
no
God
rat.
knows how long. And when you come back, you're talking about you ain't the one that snitched. Well, who did?
He said he ain't no rat, but if he is a rat, he a gangster rat. That's what he said.
Yep.
He a gangster rat. I don't know what kind of gangster. I don't know what those are. Must be talking about like a what's his name? What was that dude? They made a
It's
movie
some
of
Dallas shit.
Yeah, he must be talking about like Frank Lucas or something, being a gangster rat. One of them people that told, head mafia boss or
That's
something like
Oak
that.
Cliff business.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's that shit they do in Oak Cliff. Yeah, they gangster rats. Yeah, Oak
gangster
Cliff
rats.
business. Ain't that what they tell us?
Yeah, he said he told it and he willing to unalive whoever try to go against him for telling. You know what I'm saying? He's a gangster rat.
Damn.
I would worry about
That's what he
Bodega.
say.
That's too. Now I'm just saying, basically, that's what it is. Like, if I'm a rat, I'm a gangster rat, meaning, hey, I did what I did.
I'm gonna give it at your ass.
You know what I'm saying? And try me, This ain't your run of a mill rat right here. Yeah, he did it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, try to get at him if you want to. He gonna show you a gangster rat. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I may be a rat nigga, but I'm still that nigga. I'm still I'm still a gangster nigga.
Yeah, I'm still a G. Don't get it twisted. I'm still
But see, that's that same talk like how they be doing on her. So what if I'm gay? You know what I'm saying? The niggas that get called gags. So what if I'm gay? And what? Well, that's what it put me in the mind of. So what? I'm a rat. And nigga, I'm a gangster. Like nigga, if you not a rat and you didn't, tell nobody, you gonna stick to that. And nigga, I ain't no rat. You ain't gonna say, well, if I am a rat, I'm a gangster rat. You might as well just go on and say that you a rat.
Might as well.
Because the nigga that ain't a rat ain't gonna say, well, if I am, what?
Might as well go ahead and put it all the way out there. Yeah. But you most definitely on point with that though. In the way that I feel, you is on point with that, man. Another thing that I seen was a lot of these subpoenas haven't been executed. I think they showed. I think she showed that Rainwater ain't got his. Jossie ain't got hers.
What's his name called? She called Rainwater about his. I seen 88 call Rainwater on live and said, well, they ain't executed yours, so you just gonna have to go down there since they ain't, they can't get to you. So you need to go down there if you're gonna be a witness.
I think he said he was in Vegas or something like that at the time on that date, like October 27th, I think it was. That was on the paperwork. He said that he was in Vegas at that time, and that may be why they didn't get to him.
Oh, but yeah.
She showed the whole list of subpoenas and people who basically have been subpoenaed and haven't been. Jossie hasn't been subpoenaed, and as far as the it being executed, got it in their hands that they're gonna show up. And Rainwater was one of them too, in which I feel like strongly Rainwater gonna take that stand. If they don't subpoena him, he gonna go up in there saying, "Can I testify? Can I testify, man? I want to testify."
He gonna do it for sure.
Absolutely.
Because that nigga said that that's his partner. Because he for sure gonna do it, because he didn't even want to sit down with old boy, said he was out of line. Y'all need to put that shit back. Stop playing, man.
Yeah, he most definitely. Rainwater most definitely want to take that stand. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna have to twist his arm not one bit to get off in there. He gonna do it just to do it. I'm just saying. A rat will always take the cheese. Maybe so, Slim. But Bodega is saying he's a gangster rat. And she was also the one that I seen run down, about the court dates being pushed back, in which Josh and them as well. They did another live another day where they was talking about Keyone actually did go through and get I guess what is it called, a furtherance or something like that. The same thing that Devin filed to push it back. You know what I'm saying? So that most definitely happened as well. People weren't able to find it at first, but I guess it has hit the paperwork and the judge did accept it, which pushed this whole case back as of right now to February. So let me ask, if Jossie and Rainwater go and testify and help get justice for 3, will these people say thank you? I don't know, Friday Nick.
I don't think so.
You don't think so, Gigi?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Why?
Nope.
Why don't
There's
you
been
think
too much
that?
damage done in the process. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Been way too much trolling, way too much talking shit. If they was thankful, they would already been thankful from the jump. You know,
Yeah,
considering that, me and moms is the ones that went down there and said, "Hey, look into this." And then I think I think that may have been her boyfriend that what she overheard, and I think she called us and let some shit be known. So they were the ones that actually cracked the case open, and so people were going to be thankful. They would have been thankful a long time ago. So I don't think they're gonna get any thank yous from um
the people
baby
of some of the
mamas and them
people,
over there.
some of these, and I think he was also broadening it to like some of these people in this sector. Because they accuse Jossie, they accuse Rainwater. Basically going as far as even to call them snitches and things of that nature. Me personally, I feel like
Stop throwing that
uh,
ball up. Did
whatever
you just
pushed
sit
it
there,
far
silly?
closer to the goal is exactly what this case needed. So, it may be snitching, but at the end of the day, how do you get justice without people telling the truth? You know what I'm saying? On that stand
Snitching
in front of
only
them people.
applies to the streets. You
Let's
understand?
go. Let's go.
Snitching applies to gangsters. Snitching don't apply to civilians. Snitches don't supply not supply, but it don't apply to women and children. It don't unless she is an active get out of her blessing. Unless she is an active gang member. The same restaurant we went to. Come on, bro. Come on. The same. So it doesn't apply to um the folk that's getting up on the stand. You know what I'm saying? It don't. The pastor and all of them. No, those are civilians. Them ain't people that's out here shoot them up, bang bang. Now, if that nigga, what's the nigga they trying to it don't even apply to Rainwater. And I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't even think Rainwater's a snitch. Rainwater ain't no gangster. Rainwater ain't out here, doing gangster shit. So that snitch jacket don't even apply to him in this situation, in this case. And that's just how I feel. That's just my opinion.
I hear you. But
Mm-hmm.
people, most definitely spent that narrative. I feel like I said, without Jossie, we may potentially not even be where we are right now. Let's
Mm-hmm.
not forget she was the one that went down there, and basically talked to the detectives and told them what she knew as far as this case goes. So if she hadn't did that, they may be still searching for whoever did it to this point. So if we the Mo3
I
sector,
think they
or
would have found them, but she sped the process up.
yeah, and if we are the
I think
Mo3
they would have
sector
found
and
them.
people that are looking for justice for Mo3, then you can't be mad at a witness, who gave the statement that gave the police a point in the right direction to get that justice. And
Mm-hmm.
on they top calling them snitch this and snitch that and this and that, because at
Ain't
the
that
end of the day,
crazy?
if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even be here right now as far as
Mm-hmm.
where we are at this process within this case, even though it took 5 years to get all the main characters, indicted or whatever. She got the main one, and which led to the other
She
one
kicked it
in
off.
the first place. Yeah, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And it didn't take
Mm-hmm.
years to do it. They had Devin and
And
Keywan
let's keep
within
it
months.
100, Maya. Let's keep it all the way 100. The girl told on her baby daddy, man.
That's what
The
I'm
girl
saying.
turned in her baby daddy, man. That's a tough thing to do. In that situation, you got to think about your kids, but you also want justice for a guy that you call yourself dating. You know what I mean? So she was in a tough situation. So I don't see how she's being called Money Maya, being called a setup chick. A setup chick ain't going down to the police. That ain't happening.
Yeah,
They ain't going to tell the police nothing because it would implicate them. So I think the name calling when it comes to that needs to cease. Them girls ain't set that man up. That man been around them numerous of times. Why they picked that day particularly to set him up? It just didn't make sense. You know, they were playing chess, not the sisters, but the guys that got him. They were playing chess, and she was a pawn. She didn't know. She had no fucking clue. Her son had no clue. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Devin was out of line for how he involved them. So if I was her, I would have the same sentiments. Nigga, fuck you. You know what I mean? You got me out here, people trying to unalive me and my family and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck 'em.
Gigi can't help
Feed
it,
'em
y'all.
beans.
She cannot help it. We on In the
Oh
Lab
shit.
live,
I'm
Gigi.
sorry, I'm cussing. Oh my God, Taya. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm
Gigi
sorry.
got loose
Oh
for
my
a second
God.
there. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm
We
just
okay.
talking. I ain't even paying attention. I'm sorry, man. Damn. I feel bad. Dang. Okay,
Oh
I'm gonna
man,
try to I'm gonna try to catch myself.
don't feel bad. It was a spur of the moment thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? I probably just put it on members only anyway, because you know it wasn't all the way constructed like I usually construct things, and I got a lot of stuff going on over here as well at this time. You know, I was supposed to get off, but I stayed on, so I ain't doing no tripping. You know, I might just stick it on members only anyway. You know, if they go to trip and put it in the yellow,
Oh my bad. Shit.
I just put it in members only anyway. But yeah, man, you know, at the end of the day though, Gigi, I most definitely feel like they got a lot of the right people in custody right now. I most definitely feel like I most definitely feel like Keyone White was the one running down that highway. I don't care what none of these people tell y'all. That is Keyone. In Maher's opinion, that is Keyone. I don't care what nobody say. Ain't no change in my mind. Even if he ain't the one that did the unaliving blow to Mo3, he most definitely caused it by chasing him down the street with that rifle. I ain't lying. That was Keyone, man. That was Keyone. That was Keyone.
Yeah.
Who was on the other side of the big diesel? I don't know. It could have been Jose Bodega. Could have been. That's why they looking into him so hard. You know, and Yella Beezy's so sure that he got something to do with the telling of whatever is going on, because he was there on that highway as well. You know, and I know that somebody came through earlier and said that Bodega is not the person that, you know, unalived Mo3. But my question to you, Rocky, is how is you so sure? How you know? How you know? You know, because right now it's pure speculation. Nobody don't know who was on the other side
Rocky
of that.
Dennis?
Yeah, Rocky, whoever it be saying Rocky in the chat. They was the one that came through early and said, Bodega is not the unalive Mo3. Like, he is not a shooter. But I'm saying, how the hell you know? What makes you so sure?
Yeah.
Because at this point, we all speculating. We don't know who was on the other side of that 18-wheeler.
Well, and let me say this too, though.
It could have been DJ. It could have been anybody. Go ahead.
Right. They saying that it's the nigga's brother who chain he had on. They saying that it's him. But Smurf.
Smurf. Yeah, let's go.
They're saying the Smurf. There's really the trigger man. That's what they trying to say.
Shaky Red said, "What about?"
I'm gonna say this: there are a lot of people that is involved in this case that is here in the Mo3 sector. Why? Because they want to see what people know. You know what I mean? They want to see what people come across. They want to see if their names get mentioned. A lot of these players are in the sector. You got to remember Beto called Quatita and asked her what the problem was and to stop speaking on his name or else. You know what I mean? Went to Ratchet's page.
And don't forget that that Beto also, you know, in these little recent rants that he be going on talking about your partner got stood over. Your partner got stood over. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, how would somebody know that? And you know what, Mahia? That matches up so well with the audio that we heard about it's over with for you. You know what I mean? That matches up so well. Like they, you know, that just sound like a nigga that stood over him and then said that it's over with for you. You know what I mean? That's exactly what that sound like. But you got to remember that D character that was calling into Ratchet's panel. He had to be known first that
they tried to stand over.
He got stood over.
Yeah,
he was the first one.
And that was before the paperwork. And that was before the
any of this shit came out.
Where they said that he got stood over.
Yep. So when I say that the people that are involved in this situation is here in the sector, they are absolutely here listening, trying to see what the hell you know. You know, Keyone is involved because Keyone is over there talking to Mr. Lawton and them, and he's saying to them, Josh is on point, but his girl is off. His girl, she ain't. she don't. He tried to say she don't really know what she's talking about, but Josh is pretty much on point. Well, how would you know that if you ain't a part of the unaliving?
Exactly.
How you know that? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
You know, putting
Yeah.
himself right in the mix without putting himself right in the mix. He wants to
Yep.
basically say who right and who wrong, but still say that he don't got nothing to do with it. And
He
it's just like
innocent. Yeah.
and it's just like the question I just asked the Rocky person. How you know? What makes you so sure Yella Beezy is innocent? How you know? Yeah, because you must know more than what we know. You
Do
must
you
be a
know?
part of it. Yeah, you putting, you know what I'm saying? How do you know?
Mhm.
Because at this point, like I said,
Mhm.
besides what's in the paperwork, it's all speculation when it comes down to it. So how you know? And that's what the police asked. How you know?
That's it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
How would you know? And we ain't put none of these details out. How the hell you know these details too? You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did he
Yeah,
know that
that D
Mo 3
character
got
really need to
stood
be
over?
looked into.
Yeah, how he know that
Yep.
3 got stood over before the paperwork came out with the witnesses saying that 3 got stood over? Somebody
Yep.
told him.
Yeah,
Somebody
and not
told
to
him. Somebody
mention,
that was
he
there.
also let it be known that it was more than one shooter. He was the first one to let it be known that it was more than one shooter. Okay,
Yep, even
because
though he
he
tried to
said that
implicate himself.
he fired his gun.
Mm-hmm. He
Mm-hmm.
said he
Somebody
fired it
somewhere recognized that
independently.
voice. They just don't want to speak up and say nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody know who
And I
that
think
is.
and I think that he threw in a couple of curveballs with the I talked to Mo 3 and he said rainwater this and that, but that was just to throw the smoke
Yeah.
off the people that was really,
Yes.
involved if he wasn't really one of the people that
Yes.
was involved. Of
Yep.
course he gonna say
Yep.
rainwater to have people looking in a different
Yep.
direction than the people that was actually involved in
Absolutely.
all of this. Real talk.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, that's absolutely what he was doing. Trying to get people to look the other way and blame his own camp. Because you remember they kept saying, his camp. Yeah, y'all need to look into his camp. His camp is the ones that did that, and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
then come to find out, nigga, it was the opposite. It wasn't his damn camp. It was you niggas the whole time plotting, getting paid,
Which
taking
means
money out the bank.
people be
Oh,
so smart sometimes they be dumb, like sometimes
dumb.
people are spinning a narrative right in front of your eyes and you can't even see it because you're blinded, with what else you done heard. But that D dude jumped on here. He gave a lot of insight, into what was going on with Mo 3 that day, that people looked over. Like I said, I went and looked at Ratchet Chat. They was over there saying you don't know what you're talking about, you lying, this, that, and the third. And then these years later when this paperwork come out, you got to eat that crow because Mo 3 was most
Yep.
definitely stood over. They
Stood
most
over.
definitely
Yep.
said that it was something about a stove. TMZ reported it. It was most definitely more than one person found on that highway. From what we can see right now. With what the cruise dude said about a 6 foot, 280-pound person on that highway, and that is nowhere close to Key-One. Key-One looked like he might be a $150, soaking
Yep.
wet.
Yep. And you know what? Dude might not even been
$125.
280. We gotta think about it. You can't really just say, oh, he 280 pounds. No, hell no. He may have been between 230 and up to 280. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just there's a couple of people that match that damn description. DJ for me matched that description, and for DJ to get back in that car and wipe his nose, he let it be known that the job was done.
The job is done. Yeah, he white.
Yeah.
Man, he out of there. You know what I'm saying? White. Well, maybe
Yeah,
wipe
it's
my
over
nose.
with.
Yeah,
It's over with for you. DJ probably the one that said that. It's over
Yeah.
with for
Man.
ass. Yeah.
Man, I don't know how people be. I don't know. Like, I know we like to discredit a lot of stuff that's on the internet, but I can't take nothing away from that D dude. Besides, I feel like he threw a lot of stuff, some other stuff off in there, to kind of throw us off. He said a bunch of accurate stuff that came out in the paperwork, man. It came out in the paperwork. Mo 3 was most definitely stood over, according to them boys that was in that charge. Said that, and then somebody else said there was at least 2 shots fired into him, whatever, while he was on the ground. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Beto saying, oh, your partner got stood over. Your partner got stood. It's all making sense.
Yep.
People just be blinded.
Boy,
man.
them niggas there, boy, they was recording that shit as it was happening. And had a whole watch party for it. Stood on top of the goddamn bridge, watched everything, watched them get scooped up, put in the ambulance. And yeah, they watched it all, nigga. Smash the Topic was there. Goddamn she had uh what's his name? Not DJ, but Duck Dollar was there. All
Yeah.
them niggas was there on the side of the damn highway. How did y'all make it there that damn quick? Y'all just happened to be on the same highway at the same time?
Nope,
Man,
they was
stop.
in route. They was
Stop.
in route. It was finna go down, and
They
all
was
knew
already
it.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, they was already there. Everybody that's followed that man and got their footage. And later on that day, he said about whoever had, I don't know if they left a message on Jackie's phone or whatever, but when she was listening to her phone, that man said, he did say, your homeboy dead, we about to go pop bottles tonight. And he said, Jackie, we're gonna leave in here in about an hour or so. Something he said, or I don't know if he said 7 o'clock. It was something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
On the Quita
yeah,
Dean thing. That shit
yeah,
crazy, man.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
man, it's just a lot
man,
going
oh
on
man.
with this whole situation, man. Yeah, it is most definitely a lot going on, and I feel like they got the right people, And then another part that we have to pay attention to is when they said in Yella Beezy trial that Yella Beezy was he was responsible for a portion. So that means to me, when I hear them say that they already either have evidence of somebody else putting in this
Yeah.
money, whether it's in
Yes.
one of the ones they already got locked up, or somebody they may be looking to lock
Mm.
up for paying the other portion of that money. Maybe
Yeah.
it was Bodega.
My
Maybe that's
thing,
what
I
made
don't
them switch.
understand why that nigga even had a bond to be able to get out. Like, this man is obviously, if he's paying for people to, be unalive, he's a danger to the, society. He's a danger. So that's a dangerous person. Why is he able to be out? That shit's crazy to me. That's
Which Nika
crazy
says,
to me.
which leaves the question: was it really a jealous baby daddy? Yes and no.
Hell no, it wasn't.
I think so, and I
No.
think yes and no. I'm
Man, that man
gonna
had a
say why.
motherfucking woman. That man wasn't jealous. That nigga just knew it was a bag on that nigga head. This nigga mess with my baby mama. Shit, next time he go over that shit, it's over with for him. It's over with for you, nigga. I'm finna put the play in motion, and we finna get this money. That nigga
Okay, but
got a
think
portion
of
of
it
that
like
goddamn
this.
money.
3 was trolling him with them kids, you know what I'm saying, with that thing, with that chain. He most definitely made a point to say that he felt the way about 3 posting his kids on there with that chain on, which could have influenced his decision, to go ahead and collect that money. He trolling me, you know what I'm saying, with my kids. He over there with my baby mama, doing this. Why not eliminate 2 birds with 1 stone? Get paid for some stuff I probably want to do anyway. I can get paid for something that I want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm here goes just more initiative to do it. And then on top of that, with the bread I stand to make from making this happen, I can just break off another nigga and have him do it for me, so I don't have to be the one that actually does it and still get paid and still have this dude out the way. This is my way of thinking. I'm just saying. So that's why I say yes and no. You know what I'm saying? Like in between, just for the simple fact that Devin made mention of 3, basically with them with the Facebook post with the kids with the chain on. If that make any sense to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nika. So what you think about it, Nika? I see you down there typing. You was the one that asked that question. So I hope that, as far as in my mind, that's how I feel like, Devin came to the decision that he made. He can basically eliminate 2 birds with 1 stone. Get paid. And basically eliminate his problem. In so many words. DJ is someone baby daddy. Is a saying. Yeah, he most definitely is somebody, baby. Money Maya. They've been saying she was Money Maya for the longest. Yeah, so he most definitely, and let's not forget, DJ had motive too. He was in that Sprinter van with Trap Boy when Trap Boy got hit up, and I think him and his girl both got hit, in that process. So he had a motive too, and he was cool with the Dro dude that got took out the game. Him and Doug Dollar. Doug Dollar called him his brother. You know what I'm saying? They in numerous pictures together. Everybody had motive to put in. And that's what I was saying about this put up money. When it comes to putting up, everybody want to say, well, who had that kind of money? You got Earl Spence, he got that kind of money, but y'all got to understand the type of people that Trap Boy and them is. They dope boys. They get street money. Everybody's hustling. Everybody getting some cash. You go look at their Instagrams, everybody getting some money, and it's presumed that everybody is hustling. So if you got 10 street niggas with $10,000 to put in, there go 100,000 right there. Make it make sense, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you got 10 street niggas with $10,000 a piece to put in, you got $100,000 on the person's head.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm do that make sense, GG? Yeah, everybody thinking it just gotta be Earl Spence, but it don't. You know what I'm saying? If you got enough street people with enough money, you can make something happen without even putting Earl off in it. You know what I'm saying? 10 niggas with $10,000 is $100,000 all day long.
Me personally, I don't necessarily think that Earl was even a part of the Get Down. I don't think he was a part of the Get Down no more. I used to, but somebody would have been told on this monkey ass. They would have been told on his ass, because everybody trying to save their own ass right now. So yeah, he would have been implicated in this.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't given.
Mm-hmm. I just don't. Yeah, I don't think that his involvement was as big as people try to make it. You know what I'm saying? He was most definitely friend with them guys, and I ain't gonna say that he didn't put in no money, but I'm saying they gotta prove that he put in money. I'm just giving y'all a different way of looking at it when it comes to the amount of money that could have been put on three head, and how easy it would have been able to come by just off street politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not get it mistaken. Trap Boy ain't no broke nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no broke nigga like that. And the niggas he was keeping around him, he was their boss nigga. He's supplying them in the streets. So therefore, it ain't nothing. For 10, just say you got some successful niggas that's in the street doing what they doing, and I got 5 niggas that I know, got 10,000 put to the side. Hey, bro, give me 10,000. They ain't finna break their pockets. Ain't the last 10,000 they got. You know what I'm saying, man? Give me 10, you give me 10, you give me 10. Yeah, that was your partner too, wasn't it? Give me 10. Hey, that was your homeboy too, wasn't it? Give me 10. And before you know it, you got $200,000-$300,000 off just street niggas giving 10 a piece to eliminate their problem, which was Mo 3. Cause he messing up business everywhere. He messing up business in the street. You know what I'm saying? He messing up business over here. He messing up business over there. Man, look, with enough, you know what I'm saying, people want you gone, bro, it can most definitely happen without using Earl Spence. Not $1 from him. I think if it was Earl, he would have been in paperwork already. Yeah, because they most definitely already probably had eyes on Earl, because they most definitely said that Yella Beezy came and withdrew this money after he came back from the trip that he was with Earl Spence when Trap called in playing Man Down. You know what I'm saying?
So he called before?
No, they said after.
It was after.
They said after. He withdrew the money after the trip when he got back, which would have made him look.
If he would have withdrew the money before, so he could have made it like I was taking this money on my trip with me. I withdrew that money from my trip. If he was smart, what?
He wasn't thinking that he didn't think it was gonna come back on him. He thought everybody was solid, but then the cabinet knew what was going on.
The thing is, it's always a 50-50 chance that the shit gonna come back on you. When you got somebody that is doing your dirty stuff, there is a 50-50 chance that you could, that it might come back. That them people might knock on your door. Just depending on how solid and if they get caught. Because I'm pretty sure he was shitting bricks once he seen them niggas on the news and that they had got caught. I'm sure he was shitting bricks like shit, it's over. Them niggas ain't finna keep it silent. It's over. And when he heard Devin's message, I know he knew then it was over. When he heard that Bodega got out, I knew he knew then it was over. Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes, you know, they put too much faith in their partners and homeboys that they call partners and homeboys. You know, anything that you're doing that involves money, they felt like they had paid enough to the dudes that did it to hold it down and keep it solid, you know, and not tell. You know, but you know, like you said, you never can be too sure. But I think he put too much faith into people like Bodega, you know, to keep it solid and no matter what happened, don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, when they go to talking about putting you in that unalive, you know, thing, you know, hey man, that's a heavy burden. Life in jail, that's a heavy thing, you know. And sometimes you got people who, if they can find a way to get up out of it, they most definitely gonna find a way to get up out of it, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, nigga. You just shouldn't have done it, period. You shouldn't have done it. Because now you gotta pay. You got to pay the book, okay? You gotta pay. You know. So it just is what it is. You got to pay for it.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be, one way or the other, man. You know what I'm saying? So now you done lost money, you done spent more money than you thought you was gonna spend, you know, trying to fight this case that your so-called solid partners that you thought they was, you know, done threw you in the middle of. You know what I'm saying? Because I most definitely feel like, you know, that Key-One not lying when he say that Jerry Johnson and Bodega is snitching, and basically Yella Beezy is confirming without a reasonable doubt that Bodega is most definitely a person of interest in this whole case by the things he's doing while he's trying to fight his case by subpoenaing all these records of Bodega and Bodega only. Of Bodega and Bodega only. Nobody else. He ain't looking into Jerry. He ain't looking into Key-One. He ain't looking into Devin. Just like you said a while ago, Gigi, he's strictly looking into Bodega, which gives me a mind state of Bodega got something to do with this. Whether he's telling what he knows or whether he was directly involved, that is why Yella Beezy is digging into him so hard. All right, so we got Crazy in here that says Trap allegedly set the play, got in Yella head about what happened. Yella got with GRC click, and that's how it went. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I ain't knocking nobody's opinion. That's Crazy. That's what the name say, Crazy K. Gotcha. It wasn't because of 3 being with Jossie in their opinion. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like it was because of 3 being with Jossie. Yella is GRC. Yella is well, let them tell it. Yella is PMG, but he might be GRC, but he PMG. You know what I'm saying? And Bodega is most definitely GRC PMG. He got both chains. Yeah, Trap set the play, got in Yella head about what happened. Yella got with GRC click, and that's how it went. It wasn't because of 3 being with Jossie. Okay. It's the biggest say it's the same thing. PMG is the label. Oh, okay. So GRC is what pushes PMG. So GRC would be the parent company, and PMG would be an offspring, basically. Prosecutor gonna put up the picture on the big screen here. Prosecutor gonna put up the picture on the big screen here. But Trap set the play. That's why he testifying. They haven't delivered. They haven't executed Trap subpoena yet either. You know what I'm saying? He is still unexecuted as well.
We're just gonna get. Oh my bad.
Like you got Hot Boys under Cash Money. Yeah, Cash Money is the parent company, and Young Money is the offspring. Yeah, real talk. Like Trap said, the only people he care about is the ones on his back. That's most definitely what he said, Crazy K. Or Yella wearing the GRC chain. The crazy part is all of this is Trap friends that Mo3 was rapping about. Absolutely, Memphis. Trap Friends, the one that was on his back, the ones that 3 took credit for unaliving. You know what I'm saying? And the one that they always say that, and I hope when they playing songs by Mo3 and what he had to say about what he did to paint his character, I hope they go back and show where Trap Boy and all of them was saying that 3 ain't like that. You know, oh, he ain't did none of that. No, he ain't did none of that. He ain't even like that. Man, that nigga rapping about what he seen go on in the streets. Man, he ain't really do that. He just rapping about it. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they bring all that up so that, you know, that blows up in their face, trying to say what somebody did and what they didn't do. You hear me? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, because that would go a long way. The same way they trying to paint that picture, they'll be the same ones to unpaint that picture. Because they most definitely jumped online a bunch of times saying that 3 wasn't like that and 3 didn't really do that and all that stuff he rapped about was cap. And okay, I bet. So when it's time to paint that picture, when the prosecution or whoever, you know, the defense plays that videos, the 3 saying what he's saying, then the prosecution should come back and play them saying, oh, he ain't really do that. Oh yeah, he just capping. He ain't really like that. Man, that dude didn't do nothing. So that their own words can come back and bite them in the butt. You know, when they trying to fight their case for what they did. Yeah. Trap Smart, he played all them boys to get payback on 3, so he put the key in Yella back, and Yella thought Trap was his boy. LOL. Now Trap sitting back at the table.
I can see that. Mm-hmm.
Trap sitting back on it is just chilling. They ain't got nothing on me.
Remember that nigga with that song, and you know what I'm saying? On live, and played that fucking song. Yeah, Trap knew what the hell he was doing.
Trap made all the songs. Put him on a shirt. Cause Trap was like, man, there ain't no way they finna tie none of this back to me. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't did nothing in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Trap was like, man, I ain't got to worry about nothing. And in the end, Trap looked like he ain't got nothing to worry about. He is not being arrested for anything. He been out in for a witness. Yeah, Trap is the puppet master. Let's go.
Yeah, he definitely won. He won the war.
What's up, Kimberly?
Yeah. He ain't been charged for nothing. That nigga won the war for sure.
Mm-hmm. You got Oak Cliff Mike in the building says Yella is innocent, and if Trap did anything wrong, Yella wouldn't F with him. They still cool as a fan.
Now we don't know that. We don't know what happened. Honestly, nobody knows what went on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Man, just think
they
about
had a period where they wasn't talking to each other. But
Trap
we don't know what they've done.
Trap done made songs called Obama. Trap done made songs, put him on the shirt. Trap done made all kind of songs talking a lot of everything about Mo3 ever since this thing happened, bringing all kind of attention, all kind of heat, you know, all of that. Man, come on, man. It sounds like to me, just like Gigi them say, you know, Trap knew he was untouchable in this situation. And that's why he was going so hard on Mo3. When Yella Beezy was just trying to chill and put it in subliminals, Trap Boy was outright saying everything that's going on, man. Yeah, they might have been cool prior, but I bet you right now it's a lot of discussion going on like, man, why in the hell did you do that? And then Yella Beezy didn't look like he was too much of a fan of the songs that Trap was putting out. And especially when he called in on that Instagram, you know, while Yella was out of town with Earl Spence, the same one that after he came back, he went and got that money, you know, and basically paid those fellas according to the prosecutors. He wasn't happy at all about Trap jumping up there. He said, man, here you go with that BS. You know what I'm saying? And took his face off the camera. Yeah, he smiled a little bit to try to keep his gangster card like he wasn't worried about it. But if you go back and look at videos from that time, you can tell, you know, that Yella was shaken by that. He was kind of tense. Man, bloggers made videos about, you know, how shaken Yella looked when Trap Boy called on his phone with that song. And that was way back then. That ain't even right now. That was way back then where people were saying that it was a rift between Yella and Trap. You know, I'm just saying though. Seems like a guilty by association. Trap and Yella still dropping music videos. Yeah, they better drop something. Yellow on his way up out of here. He got to pay lawyers and, make sure his family good.
What does that mean? They dropping videos together. What do that mean?
Well, I guess basically they saying they wouldn't be doing all that if they wasn't cool.
And niggas never know what niggas is doing. Shit, niggas is real sneaky. But if they, hopefully they not telling on each other. Hopefully they both keeping it, solid and ain't saying shit. Hopefully. I guess we'll see once this trial play out. I'm curious to know as to why the state is calling for trap. I'm curious to know why.
Because even if he try to say that he don't know, he most definitely done a bunch of times said that he knew, basically, I think that they may be calling him in just to solidify that it was a beef between them, between him, Yella, and Mo3. We want you to get up on this stand. We're gonna ask you this question about it, and the main one is gonna be: Did y'all have problems with each other? Was there ever this, that, and the third? And since Trap was so vocal on his songs about rapping about the problems they was having and the people that he allegedly put on, that Mo3 took out, they're gonna ask Trap if it's any truth to that. That's what I think. That's what I think. It's in my opinion. I don't know. It's just what I think. They gonna make Trap stand on all that stuff he was saying.
Mm-hmm. That's why sometimes it's best to just shut the fuck up.
Shut the hell up.
I mean, listen to me.
Man, Gigi be
Boy, this is crazy.
All right, Oak Cliff Mike say that's it, Mahel. And that's the only reason Trap ain't in nobody paperwork. Y'all say Key One be lying, but y'all believe what he said in the last interview. I don't believe nothing the nigga say never. You know what I'm saying? But if he say something, that sparks my interest, then I'll most definitely, say, he said Trap is a snitch. He most definitely says Trap is a snitch. He said that. That's not me believing, that Trap is a snitch, but that is most definitely him saying Trap is a snitch. So when I did my live, what I'm saying, when I did my upload, or live, whichever one I did with Trap on the cover, I just made it a point to let the people know, this ain't me just saying that the dude is a snitch. This is one of the people that's involved in the case, which is Key One. Saying that Trap Boy Freddy is a snitch. So, if Trap Boy ain't no snitch, he can't be mad at me because I ain't the one that said it. Key One said it. Go take it up with him. He the one that put you out there as a snitch. I just repeated what he said and showed him saying it. Shit, that's all. Man, I'm swimming back here quick. He said he don't believe Trap is a snitch. Well, that's fine, but I most definitely feel like what my chat is saying and balling and cooling. I mean, not cooling, but Gigi, that Trap is the puppet master. Trap is the one, that was dangling the strings and pulling the strings to make all of this go down. And then once it all fell apart, he the only one that ain't in no trouble. He chilling. He went to the feds for a year, you know what I'm saying? And now he back and they want him to come up there and say, hey, if it was beef or no beef. And, he gonna get up there and potentially say, yeah, man, we had a problem with dude. Dude was doing this and doing that. And he may not implicate Yella in anything, just most definitely solidify, that they had problems with Mo3. Salute though, man. I be in the bushes. Okay, Oak Cliff Mike, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. But yeah, man. It's getting crazy. We thought we was having gonna have it November 11th. It didn't turn out that way. It's looking like everything is being pushed back to November. But I'm most definitely get back in the groove, of bringing this content, most definitely get with Madam O and run it down through there the right way. This right here is just basically like improv too. They started talking about it, they wasn't ready to get off yet. So I expanded the show. We jumped over here to a different page and most definitely talked about it since they wanted to talk about it. But I was supposed to be gone. This is just like an improv show. This just happened at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Hell, once a person goes to the feds, do you think they ever stop watching you? If you continue to do the same thing that you was doing, I most definitely feel like they keep a close eye on you, boss lady. And if you continue the same pattern of things you was doing that got you locked up in the feds, they'll come get you. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So yeah, they most definitely could be still watching Trap right now. Why this person lying on you, bro? Man, don't bring that over here, man. We ain't worried about that. Yeah, we ain't, man. Listen, man. I take care of that when I jump up off of here. Trapping the paperwork, or he wouldn't be subpoenaed. He had to give a statement. Well, that goes back to what Rainwater said about what he told them people. You know, everybody has to remember what they told them people. The video on the highway was self-incriminating, and who jumped out without chains at the end, without chains that ended up around his neck. I think Trap been working. Okay, TNT, it could be. Hey, man, I ain't here to knock nobody's opinion, man. We'll just have to get back to it. Gigi, if there's anything you want to say, go ahead and say it. I'm finna go ahead and get up off here. I think we done been on here about an hour or two already.
No, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm gonna keep a close eye on what's going on. As soon as we hear something, we will be reporting live.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Have a good day. Some chow for me and the children. We about to eat.
Already. All right, thank you for coming up.
I'll see you. Good night, honey.
All right,
if you need to get in touch with me, or you know to hit the inbox.
I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Already. All right. Already, Nika. It's kind of spur of the moment, man. I just jumped over here for y'all. You know, I haven't been doing much on this page, so I decided to do something on this page. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gigi for coming up here, you know, and putting in her input. And man, y'all make sure, you know, if you're a person that hit links, you got an opinion like Nika or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Man, y'all jump up here sometime and chop it up with your boy when it comes to these type of things. You know, we ain't no nonsense over here on this channel. We most definitely get into the content. So don't be afraid to let your voice be heard. I ain't gonna let nobody jump up here and argue with you, get on your neck. This ain't the page for that. You know what I'm saying? But I most definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all who pulled up, you know, to just see what I had to say on short notice, man. I appreciate anybody that sent the cash out, a super chat, a super sticker, man. If you got a membership and been holding it since we ain't been over here, I most definitely appreciate you. I appreciate any form of support I can get, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, man. I'm gonna go ahead and make my grand exit, man. Go get me something to eat, you know what I'm saying, and relax a little bit. I get back with y'all either later on, way later on, or tomorrow, man. Y'all stay safe out there. You never know what's gonna happen. Shout out to the sidewalk. Most definitely gone.
Hit that like button.
Haters gonna hate anyway, man.
Subscribe to the
This
channel,
in the
man.
lab live. Used to bake pies, now I'm on YouTube on In the Lab Live. Hit the like button, yeah, go ahead, subscribe. Ain't no telling what you see, it's gonna be a long ride. Better open up your eyes, cause we be in the dish till 7 in the morning. Coffee in one hand and the sweet got me zoning. Blocking all the haters, shout out my moderators. They make the show greater, main reason why we made it. So up on the top, I can't see the ground. Got these niggas mad, they love when I was down. Now nigga up, and they can't tell me shit. Shout out to Scale Gang and all my people in this bitch. I got haters, I got friends, I got product, I got ends. If I ever get a plaque, I know they gon' hate me then. Still rolling in that lag slow, hotter than Tabasco. Don't matter what you buying, I can get you what you ask for. Hottest in the streets, where these niggas can't compete. We be grinding while they sleep, yeah, 7 days a week. I ain't tripping on the docks, telling niggas come box. Right, knock them out of socks, boy, you must be smoking rocks. Hey!
This in the lab live, man. Subscribe to the channel, man.